Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kinkoi. Akane is lonely, and she needs us to do something about it. I don't know what it is, though. Probably radio calisthenics.
It's probably gonna be that, because they're teasing us with that, like, HC music.
Uh-huh.
Akane-chan.
すいません。こんなこと今言ってもどうしようもないのに。でもなんだか寂しくて、やっぱり先輩にはそばにいてほしいなって。
Got it. If I can be of help, I'll be there.
というわけで今日もラジオ体操です。
Yep.
Called it.
Okay.
I was sleepy. Oh, that's relatable right now.
でもやっぱり寂しいですね。今日の参加、先輩も入れてたったの5人ですよ。
Actually, that's more than I was expecting. I really thought it was just going to be us and her.
I figured we'd at least get someone else.
Fair.
Yeah, a lot of people have already gone home.
Numbers were irrelevant when it came to calisthenics themselves, but it did make me feel lonesome at a glance. Akane-chan was deflated, and she's a hot air balloon by nature.
Why don't we invite someone new?
Oh, I hope it's not Ria.
誰かいます？
I hope it's Reina.
ちなみにレイナ先輩は絶対拒否だそうです。
I see now.
That's why we don't really invite, we just drag.
True, it works for her. Yeah, there's no way we could wake her up for something like this. Ria was a no-go for the same reason. Heck, Akane-chan would probably be scared stiff if she showed up. Yeah, that's true. I had very few contacts I could reach out to at the dorm about this. Which left? Oh, yeah.
Oh. Mina-chan, are you awake?
Of course she is.
ゲロウ、ちょっとお待ちなさいな。
As expected, Mina-chan replied when I knocked on the door across the hall from mine, and I could hear sounds rustling from inside.
おはようございます。何でしょう？
Mina-chan looked a bit sweaty. What were you doing?
Morning. You're sweating?
朝のストレッチをしていたところですの。冬の朝はこれをしないと動きが硬くなりますわ。
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, isn't that convenient?
We've got some more exercise for you. You're welcome. She effortlessly crossed her hands behind her back.
神なるさん、誘うまでもなくやってるんですよね。朝の体操。
Not easygoing radio calisthenics either, but legitimate stretches.
These are advanced stretches. Radio calisthenics would be way too lackluster for a top-notch prima donna like Mina-chan. But when we explained what was going on...
なら人数がいた方が良いやもしれませんわね。私も参加しますわ。
Alright.
いいんですか？日本文化に触れるのは何でも楽しいものです。
She nodded with a sweet smile. What a great girl.
でも人数が欲しいならまだまだ。あ、そうだ。
Oh lord, is she going to invite a legion of black-suited guards? I hope that's what happens.
あの方などいかがです？
I don't know who. Oh, Jogasaki?
No. No, he got killed in the 8th movie.
ラジオ体操？
Well, what do you think?
Considering how Mina-chan acted yesterday, I could more than picture how this would turn out. Setting aside how it would come about, it was given as long as she was invited in Mina-chan's presence. Oh, also, that reminds me, we were informed that, like Whose Line, our choices didn't matter in the last episode.
Yeah, which is kind of weird considering it literally offered us 2 of the people who do.
Yeah, I know. It makes me glad we went through it.
I am too, they were funny.
Also,
it's worth it.
When I was going back to get screen captures, I looked at Reina's choice too. That was pretty funny. Short, but funny.
I need to do that.
While her answer was obvious, Jogasaki clearly looked less than pleased, which is normal. Since my head was still bandaged up, it would be tricky for her to harshly turn us down. So after a momentary loss of words,
やりませんか先輩。朝から気持ちいいですよ。はあ。やりましょうよ。冬こそ朝はバーニングです。
for once we are perfectly matched. She can't say no. Akane's like a dog. Ah, she caught her. That innocent yet borderline overbearing way Akane-chan begged had put the final nail in Jogasaki's coffin. Once she invoked it, she found it impossible to evade.
わかりました。言っておくけれど、隅っこでやりますからね。はい、ご一緒できて嬉しいです。
Smile! Jogasaki couldn't counter Akane-chan's pure and genuine smile, and looked a bit troubled by that realization. I guess deep down she did have some good in her. Her heart grew 3 sizes that day.
It's now a third of the normal heart size.
1、2、3、4。なかなか理にかなった動きですわね。5、6、7、8。
The underclassmen were spirited. I was the same as ever myself. But... You okay over there? One particular person among the group was behaving rather strangely.
Ayaka, ずれてるよ。周り見て。わかってます。5、6、7。あれ？なんでその目は。
Nothing.
Is that her in the corner? Is that her in the spotlight? I didn't mean to stare and she zeroed in on me.
私の動きに何か文句でも？
Oh no, I said too much.
None at all.
Her choppy dance movements would have made a great dance sequence for a robot. I knew what this was. It had to be a case of...
Ayaka はほんと運動音痴だね。
Quick, throw a wrench at her.
I was gonna be, it's white people rhythm.
Well, yeah, I can't argue that.
久しぶりだから混乱するだけです。
Jogasaki looked displeased as she stiffly raised her arms. Whether she was frazzled or otherwise, radio calisthenics were just a repetition of 4 sets of exercises. This was Mina-chan's first session, and she was doing quite well. Theoretically, a novice like Jogasaki could succeed if she just imitated our movements.
あれ？なんですその目は。
You made a noise.
Nothing really.
It was kind of charming. Despite how often I stared at her, Jogasaki kept at it with a sour look on her face.
はい、最後、深呼吸。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
In the end, the only part she did well was the deep breathing exercise.
お疲れ様でした、先輩。
It's nice and chilly out, so these deep breaths really cool you down from the inside.
It really was quite brisk out today.
ですね。慣れてくると温度の測定まで。ラジオ体操、侮れませんわね。
Mina-chan had excellent sense.
お疲れ様でした。どうですか、城ヶ崎先輩。バーニングしてきました？
Pretty sure she's as cold as ice.
ええ、 寝起きの良い運動でした。なんですその、こいつの弱点見つけたぜうっしっしって顔は。
Okay, ignoring that laugh for a second, I'll be honest. Discovering your weak spot feels great.
Technically, we already have.
Yeah, but that's not this timeline.
Very true. We'll discover it again, though. Jogasaki whipped her head away. After seeing her robot dance earlier, this gesture of hers actually seemed cute.
I was a little worried seeing how your reflexes are practically non-existent. You didn't hurt yourself, right?
No, but she ripped her pants.
怪我は特には。運動神経がないからって怪我することなんてあります？
Yes.
Hey, catch this ball. It happens all the time. Major injuries due to a lack of rhythm.
I'd seen a number of people in sports clubs over the year with little to no reflexes who got hurt over something small and insignificant. There had been instances of people twisting their legs from a tiny jump, spraining a ligament through basic dance moves, and so on. I have absolutely knocked my shoulder out of whack just recording before because I moved wrong.
I mean, like, in real defense, you can really mess yourself up doing very minor actions.
True, yeah.
Like, I've gotten injured going up for a basic header in football, and it's not like someone collided with me. I just landed on my leg wrong.
Ooh,
and just
yeah.
twisted my ankle. Like, it happens.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, it does. Then again, those with slower reflexes didn't play sports much in the first place, so the number of injuries was quite low.
お姫ちゃんはラジオ体操以外でどんなことしてるんだい？柔軟が主ですわ。こんな感じ。
There goes Mina showing off again. Mina-chan plopped forward and placed both of her hands against the ground.
何ですかその目。
Are you flexible?
No. This was me harping on some more about injuries, but reflexes were connected with how easily one got hurt, but flexibility would determine the extent of the injury. As long as you were flexible, even if you got hurt easily, you'd just find it mildly painful and get off without any huge injuries.
柔軟なら人並みにできます。バカにしているんですか？
Jogasaki shrugged, seemingly exasperated.
ほら。
She jerked her body downward. Oh boy. Touch. Her fingertips reached the ground. She wasn't as good at it as Mina-chan, but her fingers did reach sufficiently enough.
Is it because she's flexible or because she got Donkey Kong arms?
Good question. But
Jogasaki, your knees are bent.
hey, that's the only way I'm touching the ground too.
You do forward stretches with your legs stretched out straight.
わかっています、そんなこと。本当に失礼な人だわ。
Maybe, but we're also right.
そうでしょ？
She put her fingers back to the ground. Her knees were bent pretty sharply.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's just an ordinary crouch start.
嘘。あれ？
Jogasaki tried all over again to keep her knees stretched. But she just wound up wriggling her butt without successfully stretching anything. Not going to lie, that was kind of hot.
柔軟ですの？柔軟やってみます？
Oh no, Jogasaki, run.
Oh, yikes.
何がやばいんです？
We know where this goes.
Jogasaki may be stiff as a board, but being inflexible won't kill her.
You might.
If you try to destroy her joints, I'm gonna stop you.
That's our job.
Wait, why?
破壊？人様をグラップラーみたく言うのはおよし遊ばせ。
Is it wrong?
なんで私が関節を破壊するんですの？
Well, you're not Ella-san, so I guess you're not like that. Reina had fallen victim to it last time around. Mina-chan's flexibility was on a level that would be astonishing for a rhythmic gymnast, like she'd shown off earlier, but Mina-chan used her own abilities as a baseline, and those unrealistic expectations made her a poor instructor. Mina-chan looked down and sulked at the open attempt to drive her away.
でも、城ヶ崎先輩、ストレッチは確かに大切だと思います。
Akane-chan suddenly intervened.
そうは言われても、おかしいわね。私、本当に足伸びてないかしら。
ないです。
Oh.
Given who she was, she ought to be familiar with how flexible sports club members were and took a good long look for herself.
ですね、そもそも怪我をしないための柔軟性は前屈をはじめとした大腿筋のものより。
ふむ。
というわけで、ゆっくりでもいいので筋肉の可動域が広がれば怪我しないのには十分で。
なるほど。
That was the abundance of flexibility knowledge you'd expect of someone on the track club. Jogasaki seemed appreciative of Akane-chan's advice. She had to be a dark type, so maybe she was weak to a light type like Akane-chan. We've had this conversation.
例えば、一番有名なのがこれですね。アキレス腱。
ああ、それなら体育でもやるわね。よく。
The two of them started some simple warm-up exercises. They spread their legs and stretched their Achilles tendons. Even Jogasaki could handle this much with ease.
他にも、例えば、ちょっと背中を向けてください。
ええ。
A flowing transition into other stretches.
これなの？サポート側がほぼ負担するから簡単なんです。簡単って、背中、お腹が、どうですか？背筋が伸びて体も伸びて、体の芯からバーニングしてきませんか？あなたさっきから当たり前のように言ってるけど、私バーニングの意味がよく分かってないのよ。
We still don't get it.
You know what? I was about to say, you know what? That's the first thing she said that made sense this entire time.
Uh-huh. That's a good ambulance impression.
あと10秒頑張ってください。なんだかんだ仲良しさんですわね。
Those two have good chemistry.
Weirdly enough.
言ったでしょ。城ヶ崎さんはほとんどの方と相性よく仲良くやっておられますわ。あなただってできない理由はございません。
Yeah, but that most people has like one of those little asterisks with the disclaimer may or may not apply to Ouro.
Very, very small print. It wasn't like I didn't understand what she was getting at. It wasn't, but there was a difference in her attitude. As I thought it over,
お姫ちゃん、さっきのもう一回見せてくれるかい？足が180度以上いくの？すごいね、神ちゃん。
her hip joints are like an owl's head.
180くらい楽勝ですわ。
No, she's got the what do you call it? Ball
270度からの
joints.
世界ですことよ。
Actually, I think that is the amount of degrees an owl's head can turn.
Yeah, actually. You know, in like legends about the Three Kingdoms era, Sima-Yi supposedly could turn his head like an owl. I don't know why that's a thing.
I don't know either. That's kind of creepy, though, if true. Also, I'm pretty sure that would kill you. Mina-chan went off on an entirely different tangent.
もう無理。
You think that's bad? You should have seen what Mina did.
次は下半身のストレッチです。ちょっと休ませて。
They seem to be getting along well. It was a pretty fun morning.
すごい神ちゃん。まだまだ曲がりますわよ。これで 360度。そし
Is
て
this a good
こ
idea?
れで
No.
270。
Uh-oh.
That's a no.
She overdid it.
お。
And she's down.
Mina-chan!
カミニャンの股間
Ooh.
股間が大変だ
Quick, let's save it! I can give CPR!
Oh my god. Oh no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
誤解を招く表現は
What
や
were you
めな
gonna
さい
say?
ももの関節を痛めただけです
Mouth to mouth.
That's what I said with the CPR, that's what I meant.
Oh, well, I was taking it differently. I was thinking like the chest compression CPR.
Nah.
カミナル様搬送しますストレッチャーへ
But stretching's what got her into this mess.
Yeah.
ご苦労ですわ。
大丈夫かいカミニャン諦めちゃいけない君の的はまだ避けてない少女マックはまだ生きてる
Thank you, Reina.
少女マックを信じて
Oh my god.
トラスト少女マック
What the fuck is happening?
カミナル様やはりこの量に投入なさるのは問題かと
Yeah, that might be true. Oh my god.
今はノーコメントですわ。
Look, that's the best thing to do.
Yep.
ゲロ。
We have no comment about
I
your
saw
hymen.
nothing. Yes.
私、今日は帰れそうにありませんので、お勉強、城ヶ崎さんに見てもらってくださいまし。
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Jogasaki's responsible for our whipping. Well, an unexpected development had suddenly arisen. Still, I couldn't complain. I couldn't be unreasonable and have her suggest she would stick around.
Got it. I'll do it, so you hurry off to the hospital.
ええ。
Oh my god.
I will forever!
Never mind what I said earlier.
おだまり。
From there, oh jeez, okay. From there, the helicopter carrying Mina-chan took off. They don't airlift people for heart attacks, and yet she tears her crotch. The next thing
Look, it's her own private helicopter.
True,
though,
true,
right?
yeah.
Like it's the sortilege one.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose that's a different situation.
王女に生まれついたカミニャンの人生でフォーエバー処女膜と言われ送り出される機会なんてこの先あと何回あるかな
Only twice.
Yeah, it kind of depends if we go down her route, that could be a recurring theme.
Well, it probably won't be.
True, true.
Don't you think this is a world's first, princess or not?
あと細かいけどお姫様がフォーエバー処女膜だと困っちゃうよね
ですよね、うししし。
We've corrupted everyone in the dorm. Mission complete. Well, except for Akane.
わからないかわからないままのアカネチンでいてね
Forever is just for emphasis.
にしても、英語力に問題があるわ。
Oh, yeah.
みっちり教えて差し上げます。
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I won't reference other companies' games.
At least unless we're playing the other company's games.
Yeah. Fine.
It looked like it would be a rough day ahead. Noble Academy didn't have English lessons. Well, good, because we're not doing great with that anyway. It was presumed that the students here could speak English, so it was unnecessary to teach. However, there were foreign language lectures, meaning English assignments they did hand out included
日記です。
Am I an elementary schooler?
We might be on that level.
内容は小学生並みでいいと思いますよ。今日はお祭りに行きました。楽しかった。程度で。冬休み中に1日、なんかイベントのあった日に焦点を当てて日記を書いてもらいます。
Today, the princess nearly ripped her.
I was about to say, you just see in really sloppy English letters, Hyman forever.
ただし、
And little stick figure doing the Wakanda forever.
まあ本来ならクリスマスかお正月に焦点を持っていくのでしょうけど、カミナルさんもおっしゃってたし、今日中に終わらせましょうか。
I wrote my journal in English. This was rough. Yep, rough. Translating every single word one by one into English was out of the question, and writing with the same sort of context as in textbooks wasn't right either. It was an assignment that was hopeless without a knack for colloquial speech of sorts.
I did give writing it a shot last night, actually.
あら、手早いんですね。どれどれ？
No, it's not ready yet. I had her read what I'd written.
ふむふむ。あなた、いつから子供がいたんです？
Where did we plagiarize this from?
Well, at the end of the other timeline.
Well, yeah, actually.
Actually, yes. It's that hopeless.
あなたが8歳の子供と別れた夫のいるシングルマザーで、今日は子供の発表会の日なので、車で送り届けようとしているなら、これでいいと思います。
Oh, so that's what that was about.
So I'm doing great.
何の映画のシナリオ部分をコピーペーストしたので？
Yeah, something that won an Oscar.
That's not that far off.
I know. It's the exact type of Oscar bait. No idea. I saw it somewhere online.
まあ最悪あなたが子持ちシングルマザーだったとして、この日を日記にするならせめて発表会の内容に焦点を当てるべきかと。
I fell asleep. My child's not that good.
I think the kid gets kidnapped and the recital itself never comes up in the script.
For some reason, Liam Neeson's there. Script rejected.
I swear, English is impossible.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
別にこの課題は英語に絞っているわけではありませんよ。日本語でなければいいんです。
Oh, hey, Spanish it is.
Orale!
あなた、中国語は？
Ni hao, wo ai ni.
フランス語。
Bonjour, je t'aime.
Well, it's not wrong.
イタリア語。
Buonasera, Titi.
ロシア語。
Здравствуйте, тебя любили.
もう結構。なんで全部、やあ、愛してるばっかりなのよ。
Gee, I wonder.
Admittedly, though, pretty impressive that he somehow knows it in like 8 languages.
He speaks 8 languages, but barely. This was a lost cause. But I don't know how to say that in any of those languages.
I'm 99% sure he knows I love you in more languages than I do.
Which is impressive.
If there's anything I can write, I guess English might really be it.
私が遂行を手伝いますから、とりあえず日記の内容を書いてください。言語を直すのはそれからです。
Couldn't we have just gotten Kikuchiyo to help us write it in Esperanto?
That's entirely possible, but I also think he's busy.
Yeah, because canonically, doesn't he know like 6 languages?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Then again, it was a major pain to write a journal on the second day of winter break. Oh well, it's not like any of it mattered. I could write about what happened the other day during the big cleanup session. I did homework in my room, helped clean the dorm, ended up in the hospital, got bathed by Jogasaki. No, wait, it was Mina. Then fell off a chair and hurt myself. Okay, I jumped ahead a little.
Actually, it might work out really well.
That's true.
Because then his journal could end up with like, and then I fell off the chair and hurt myself and hit my head, and that's why I can't speak English anymore.
Incidentally, I only know how to say hi, I love you in every language. Maybe he just used the device that Dexter created in Dexter's lab.
Oh, yeah.
Except for it works for every language, and instead of omelette du fromage, it's just hi, I love you. A girl nearby felt it was her duty and took me to the hospital. Although there was some tension, I was surprised by her sense of responsibility. Maybe we could get along better in the future, or so I wrote.
Something like this?
はあ。うんうんうん。
Oh, it was a little late for this, but... Was it weird to have the person I wrote about read this? Maybe a little.
責任感は持っていて当然のものです。これで感心されるというのは逆に失礼です。
Everything we do is rude to you.
Sure.
あとその椅子から落ちるところ、私が原因である旨が書いてありません。こういう気の使われ方も気に入らないわ。
We're not sparing your feelings, we just don't know how to spell responsible in English.
あとこの友達になれそうというのはその
Jogasaki, what I wrote doesn't matter, does it?
まあそうですけど。
I had bent the truth a little, but there was no need for me to deliberately tell the teacher a stubborn woman fell off her chair and I got hurt protecting her. Instigating a friendship with her was the theme of the latter half, so wrapping it up by saying we could be friends was a nice touch.
まあ内容はどうでもいいです。文章を英訳するコツですけど。
Then, just as we went into our study session... Hey Ria, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey.
Ria came in mumbling and looked like she had just rolled out of bed, which is probably what happened. Was it normal for her to wake up after 9:30 in the morning? Yes.
Yes.
あのさ、年末だから冷蔵庫整理しててさ、お前朝飯を。あれ？あ、今日もいんのか、朝早くから。何してんの？言ったでしょ、課題を見ているって。あなた、今だいぶ慣れた様子で入ってきたわね。何？そんなに市松さんの部屋にはよく来るの？
What timeline?
Jogasaki was getting huffy. I had heard they attended the same middle school or something and were quite close.
俺がどこに行こうが来ようが勝手だろ。課題、何してんの？
English at the moment.
What I learned in boating school is...
Oh yeah, Ria, what about your homework?
I am studies, no thank you.
Ain't that cute, but it's wrong.
You're hopeless.
I'd imagine she was exempt from her studies due to her achievements as Maria Bishop.
So, what did you want?
Although I couldn't convince her to study, she agreed to stay and proved to be a great buffer between Jogasaki and me.
朝飯もう食った？まだなら俺が作ってやろうと思って。
You gonna microwave some fried onigiri?
Yeah, it's gonna be like fried onigiri or something like that. You're cooking?
まあそうなるな。
Whoa, hang on a second. What's up with treating me to breakfast?
For a second I read it as threatening me to breakfast, and I was thinking, that doesn't seem right.
You're gonna eat my breakfast or else.
お前にはよくアイスとかラムネとかごちそうになってるし。
I
た
thought that
ま
was
に
gonna
は
be
よくし
breakfast.
ねえとな。
Okay.
あのね、あんまり上手にできないけど、リア、いっぱい頑張って作るから。
She's just doing this for Jogasaki, isn't she?
Probably.
食べてくれる？
Upward glance. Oh my god.
Of course I will.
はーい。あなたたち、どういうことそれ？どういう関係？
That's a good question because, the only time we saw her act like that seriously was on her round.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to polish off your stockpile of frozen food.
うん。
What do you have?
ピザとかうどんとか、あと小籠包が大量に。
You know, the funny thing is I was thinking a pizza, some roast beef, a chicken.
You chicken.
冷凍の話。
当たり前だろ。そもそもこの量各部屋では夏季厳禁だから、まともな料理できねえじゃん。
Yeah, except for the pizza. The
Yeah.
rustic crab pizza. I'd imagine anything you actually cooked from scratch will come out an ugly burned mess.
It just looks like the failed dish from any of the games with a cooking component.
そうそう、昔はよくカレー焦がしたっけ。
Yikes.
今どんなもんか見せたことねえよな。どういうイメージだ？あ？
I did say it. You just can't hear me.
Sorry. By the way, Ramen aside, I don't remember ever treating you to ice cream.
She stole our ice cream. I was wondering where that went.
You were the one who ate my Ramondo ice cream?
ごめん。うまそうだったからつい。
Get out of here, you raccoon lady.
少なくとも仲良さそうなのは間違いないわね。
Man, you got in the way of the ultimate combination. Ice cream after a winter's bath.
It's like taco on a toilet.
その分今日お返しするって。
Ria briefly stepped out to go back to her room. She returned moments later with piles of containers. Since I only ever ate light breakfasts anyways, it turned into a spontaneous frozen food party.
いろいろ買ってるわよね、あなた。
冷食業界は日進月歩だからな。同じメニュー同じ会社でもグレードアップが早いし。
And several of them will be in the new Pokemon game.
全部試そうとするといつの間にか冷凍庫がえらいことになる。
全部試そうとしなければいいじゃない。こんなの不摂生だわ。栄養面がすごく偏りそう。
いや、野菜もすげえ食ってるぞ。これ見ろ。なんと具まで入った醤油ラーメンが冷食にある。
I don't think that's how that works.
Wow, they've got stuff like this these days?
凍らせた時点で栄養素がだいぶ逃げるの。第一足りてないわ。ほとんど炭水化物じゃない。
She was being awfully naggy all of a sudden.
ケータリングで注文すればいいじゃない。
The dorm was packed to the gills with rich girls, and they were no stranger to getting food delivered from specialized vendors at all hours of the day. It meant you could get your hands on a decent meal in spite of the open flame ban. I'd been ordering a lot myself recently, but...
あれ時間帯が決まってるからめんどくせえんだよ。頼んじゃうと来た時間に絶対起こされるし。
Of course.
Not a good match since you prefer sleepover food, huh?
Most businesses were quite punctual and delivered on time, so she'd have to get up either way. Not a great fit for her considering she slept around the clock.
まったくもう、体壊すわよ。ただでさえ強い体じゃないんだから。
栄養素はサプリで補給してるよ。飯ってそもそも興味ねえし。
I mean, she can't taste a good portion of it anyway.
Yeah.
This topic was complicated. Jogasaki was well within her rights to be concerned due to Ria's weak constitution. Ria's poor sense of taste made it difficult for her to enjoy foods as much as a normal, healthy person would, and we weren't about to force her. An indescribable mood had set in.
Come to think of it,
小籠包は丸ごと食べるんじゃなくて、スプーンの上で割ってスープから飲むの。
I don't know that Jogasaki's ever eaten frozen food before.
わかってます。
As we ate the food Ria made for us,
Jogasaki, you know about Ria's illness, right?
ええ。というか、あなたも知ってるんですね。
Sylvie told me. I'd heard you two were close, but I didn't know to what extent.
Ria never talked about her illness, and she did everything she could to keep it a secret, even from me. But Jogasaki knew.
こいつに関してはしゃあねえわ。何せ。
マリアのスケジュール配分は体調に合わせて行わなきゃいけないもの。
I see.
I brushed it off, but that bugged me. She knew about Maria too? That crossed my mind, but more than that, lay out Maria's schedule.
何この唐揚げ、サクサクしてる。
Isn't that how fried chicken's
Wait.
supposed to be?
You mean you can have it without that?
I mean, maybe if you left it in the refrigerator for a couple of days and came back to eat it.
Yes, true.
すげえよな。冷凍食品なのに衣がサクサクって。
さすがに揚げたてみたいなパリサク感はないけど、もう冷食ってここまで来ているのね。
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
You're Maria's producer.
Oh look, it's Don't Be Glue again.
Oh,
言
there
っ
he
てなかっ
is,
たっ
finally
け？
finishing.
まあ、人に言うのもはばかられますが、
Yes, you do, kind of.
いかにもこの日本において最後の歌姫と称されるマリア・ビショップを見出し仕掛けたのは私です。
You're kidding.
まあ見出しただけでプロムは龍造寺、マネージメントは名取さんにお任せしてますけど。
でもお前がいなきゃマリア・ビショップが存在しないのは確かだ。めんどくせえことしてくれやがって。
お礼の言葉と受け取っておくわ。
That's probably about as close to words of gratitude as you'll get from Ria.
What? What?
It had shocked me when I found out Ria was Maria too, but this was startling too. Come on, you've got to be kidding me.
はい、今日の冷凍食品教室終わり。
ちょっと食べ過ぎ。
夕飯用にチャーハンとマルゲリータを置いていこう。じゃあな、俺は寝るからうるさくすんなよ。
食べてすぐ寝る。ほんと健康って言葉と正反対ね。
Not if you're a bear.
まあいいわ。それじゃあ市松さん、課題の続き。なんですその顔。
What was in the food?
Nothing at all, Jogasaki-san.
さん
I'm just so happy to think you're helping me with my homework, Jogasaki-san. I'm overjoyed.
うわ。
I'm as happy as can be.
I think that incense got in here again. Her face was somber.
You think I'm creepy, don't you?
どちらかというと怖い。
You know what? That's actually better.
You know, that's could be worse.
It could.
Okay, I'll stop. That's how I've been feeling, though. The goodwill I had for you practically skyrocketed.
Oh.
It went from 1 to 2.
Well,
look, percentage-wise.
No, that's valid, actually.
Up until now, if some crazy person attacked the dorm and threatened to kill everyone unless we offered up a sacrifice, I would have picked you in a heartbeat. I've had a change of heart recently, though.
Why would you say that?
そうですか。何よりです。
Okay, never
私
mind.
が同じ状況なら、真っ先にあなたを選びますが。
But I have the feeling that probably hasn't changed for you. At least not yet.
Man, I never thought you'd be the first person to discover Maria's talent. If it weren't for you, there wouldn't have been a Maria Bishop.
まあ、そうですね。
I can't tell you how grateful I am.
あなたなんかに感謝されたところでどうとも思いませんが、我ながら人を見る目に自信がついたのは確かです。
Oh, hey, we found another weakness, her ego. But we knew that. Jogasaki grinned. I'd never seen her look so triumphant.
Did you pick out her hairstyle?
ええ。と言っても、リアが表に出るなら最低限変装させろというので始めたことですが、黒髪ロングが似合うと言ったのは私です。
Which of you comes up with the songs?
作曲は彼女。ただし彼女の歌唱力を最大限に活かせるよう音階を指示して編曲、かつ無駄なメッセージ性のないよう歌詞を書いているのは私です。
Interesting.
Wow, that's like legit talent.
Actually, yes, it is.
You did all of that? That's amazing.
誤解を恐れず言うならば、マリア・ビショップというキャラクターはリアと私が共同で作り上げた偶像と言えるやもしれません。
She really did all of that? If it was coming from her mouth, then I doubt she was exaggerating. As that thought ran through my mind.
まあ、作り上げたはいいものの、本格的にプロモートを始める前に動画投稿サイトで勝手に人気が出ちゃったんですけど。
She sounded a little disappointed.
Yeah, everyone was talking about her.
ネット媒体の情報拡散スピードを甘く見ていました。
It was so extreme, even the daughter of a TV executive didn't see it coming.
ええ。
She really took off in America and the UK especially.
私が見つけて、温めて、ようやく返したヒナだったのに、あっという間に飛び立ってしまったわ。
Caw.
That part seemed to bother her, and she looked downward. There seemed to be some drama between her and Ria, but judging by the gloomy look on her face, it wasn't really my place to ask. Well, it wasn't really our place to bring up Ria's illness either, and yet here we are.
On another note, her producer, isn't there, like, some secret or inside story to the birth of Maria?
裏話？
Spill. What's behind that mysterious, charismatic face?
ふむ。まあ一番は裏じゃパツキンでタバコ吸って学校サボり魔という点ですが。
Yeah, but we already knew that.
それ以外も聞きたいですか？
Jogasaki smirked. That smirk suggested she was in an oddly chatty mood. The murky expression she wore earlier had vanished.
I do.
I'd love to ask her about all of it. With that, Jogasaki started to tell me all about her and Ria's time in middle school together. She was convinced Ria could be a star after hearing her sing, recorded her on a whim, and uploaded the audio clip online without her consent. Believing she could boost Ria's popularity even more, Jogasaki shared news of Sylvie's recent accomplishments as a pianist, thus piquing Ria's interest, and convinced her to upload the video of her talents on social media. Jogasaki continued her story, adding that she later rented a studio for Ria to undergo proper vocal training. It's worth noting that she was grinning from ear to ear when she shared that part. I was nothing short of entertained while Jogasaki shared how Maria Bishop came to be.
というわけでノーベル学園を選んだのは私の
With that said, sitting here engaged in idle chatter with Jogasaki Ayaka, there was no way this situation was real, right?
And now I'm in huge trouble since I made 0 progress on my homework.
But I guess that can wait until the next episode because we got the important stuff out of the way, like finding out how Maria Bishop came to be. Details. But that just means that we can write how Maria Bishop came to be, except for then we'd have to write it in English and that wouldn't work out well for us. It's been a weird episode.
This has been a funny episode.
It's been really funny between, poor Mina. Between the incident with her just overextending herself, and then I think this is probably the best terms we've gotten on Jogasaki, probably ever, even at the end of Ria's route, because, I mean...
Oh, absolutely.
We've kind of, what's a good way to put it? Stoked her ego while being genuinely interested in what she has to say. So I think that probably is putting us in a pretty good position for the future.
Yeah, I think so.
They're doing a really good job of the slow progression between Ouro and Jogasaki's relationship, I think, in terms of the writing.
You know what? I agree with you.
Yeah. Which is saying something, because I know how your opinions are. It hurts. Anyway, well, thank you all for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.